What's up? What's up, YouTube? What is going on, everybody? Yep. I'm back in the truck, getting ready to head out. Yeah. Oh boy. If y'all seen my short yesterday, y'all know what kind of weekend I had. Not a good one. But, you know, it is what it is. When you buy a used vehicle, you buying somebody else's junk, I guess, because that's what it ended up being, junk. But it is what it is. Ain't nothing I can do about it now. I mean, it's a done deal. Yep. But yeah, we're gonna head out of here and get on up the road. Yeah, we had one of our trucks. One thing I told y'all, one of our trucks burned up the other day. It was our Florida Gator truck, the orange with the blue lettering. I mean, it was Florida Gator orange with the Gator blue lettering on it. It burned to the ground. If I can figure out how to get pictures in the video, I'll put pictures up, or I might put the pictures in the post. I'll put pictures in the post. But yeah. Oh, in my red truck, he's already got somebody in that truck. He needed, he got it fixed and he needed it to go. And I was out of town. I was like, look, I don't even care anymore. Really I don't. It is what it is. I miss my red truck, but, it is what it is. I know we'll be getting some new trucks here soon. So I told him, I said, to be honest with you, I like my Kenworth, but I don't want to move trucks. I hate having to swap trucks. He said, oh, just calm down, it won't be long. Okay, whatever. Anywho. We got our California. I'm trying to get him to send me out to California, but he needs teams for that route. I mean, he might send me out there because we do have a trailer out there that's probably got flat tires on it by now. It's been sitting out there over a year. And so it's probably got flat tires on it and dead batteries and all that. I told him, I said, well, send me out there with some batteries and I'll get it going, and then when you do get a team going, they ain't got to worry about fixing shit. So I still might end up having to go to California here for too long, which I don't mind. I don't mind going out there. Yep. But anywho, we've been to stop at the fuel stop up here. I need to fill my cup up. The boss man actually come all the way to the house and picked me up. And then we stopped at Hardee's. He bought me breakfast, so that was mighty nice of him. Yep. And yeah, we just talking about a couple things. He's gonna because this truck here, I don't have the wraparound curtains that wraps around the front, and he was telling me he would get the curtains put in here for me. He's got all the stuff to do it. The next time he comes to town, he will get the curtains in it for me, so that'd be nice. Yep. But anywho, right here's a little fuel stop. I'm gonna run in here and get a drink and use the facilities, and then get on the road. Yep. Come on, climb the hill. Yeah, see that orange Peterbilt over there? Well, we had a Kenworth that same color orange. That's the one that burned up. But it was that color orange with the blue lettering on it. Yep. Anywho, all right, I'll get back with you folks. All right, folks, here we go. Yep. We're getting the flock up out of here. About 40 miles over here to the house. Got to run there real quick. And yeah, and go from there. So we're getting her done. I got a whole 2 days at home this time. Whoop. Yeah. I probably would have stayed an extra day if the van hadn't caught on fire, but you know, shit happens. But it is what it is. We moving on. All right, folks. Here we go. It took a little longer here than what I expected. I had to take the wife to the store and I'll get a few things before I took off because she has no transportation now, so I took her to get a few things, but now she's good for a few days. Ain't got to worry about Uber or none of that shit for the next couple of days. Good to go. And now we fix to be headed north to Austell. Yep. We ain't even got to go all the way to Cleveland. We're going to Austell. So that's a good thing. Yes, sir. And it is about 400 miles up to Austell, I think. Yeah. 300 miles. So we'll be there about 4:30 p.m. And then, then we're gonna head west. Probably ain't gonna go too far west today. I don't know. We'll see how I feel when I get up there. But anywho, we're back on the road. I know y'all didn't get a video out of me yesterday. Sorry about that. That'd be the first time in a year that I missed a day. But, well, I did put out the short. No, the short went out the day before. Never mind. Anywho, it is what it is. We're going to be back on the regular scheduled program every morning, 4 a.m. from here on out until I come back home again. Yep. Anywho, right up here is going to be the big road. And, yeah. Let's go. All right. Here we go, folks. We are getting on the big road. Whoop. Truck it up. Let's go. Oh. Boy, that was a stressful visit home with everything that happened. But, you know, it is what it is. We rolling on. I think I told y'all earlier in the video, I keep seeing these 680s and the boss man give my 680 away. That sucks, but I mean, he needed it and I wasn't nowhere close, so it is what it is. Although I hate moving trucks, but anyhow, we moving on. Let's go. All right, right up here is I-10. We fix to be going underneath I-10, and it's about 40 miles from there to the state line. Yep. Old lady's a little upset with me, because I only stayed home for basically 2 days, day and a half. But like I told her, I said, right now, I got no choice but to go back to work. We got no vehicle. I got to make up the money to buy a damn vehicle now. But anyhow, it is what it is. Alright, I'll get back with y'all shortly. There went I-10, folks, to go east, right up here. Yeah, here's where westbound I-10 comes through. Yeah. Alright. Well, from here, folks, like I said, it's 40 miles up here to the state line. Well, you know, it says I'm going to be at Austell at 4:25 p.m. But y'all know what time that is. That's rush hour in Atlanta. So I'm pretty sure that 4:25, which I still got to stop when I get in Georgia real quick. I gotta make a stop. But anyhow, that 4:25 is going to end up being 5:36. And then I am going to leave Austell and get into Alabama and get close enough to where I can deliver this load tomorrow. So whatever time that is tonight, that's what time, you know, so it may be a late night for me, like 9 o'clock, but that's what I got to do. That's what I'm going to do. Anywho, we are headed that way, folks. We got the Ag Shack coming up, which I'm bobtailing, so I don't have to worry about the Ag Shack. Now, if I was pulling an empty trailer, I would have to go in there. Even though I was empty, with pulling a reefer, he can't see that I'm empty, so I would have to go in there. But if you're pulling a flatbed or a log trailer, you know, and you're empty, you don't have to go in the Ag Shack. There's three: your bobtail, pulling an empty flatbed, empty log trailer. Them are the three instances that you don't have to go in the Ag Shack. Or say like that flatbed that just went by, it's untarped and it's obvious that that's bar joist. So there's a fourth instance. If you got an untarped flatbed load and it's obvious what you're hauling, you can go past it. That's the Ag Shack now. That ain't the scale. I paid I think it was like an $1,150 ticket for bypassing the scale one time with an oversized load, which to me it wasn't oversized, but by law it was oversized. Well, it was a 60-foot load, and I'm pulling a 53-foot trailer, right? So 60-foot load. I put 4 foot over the front because I had a long frame truck. So I put 4 foot over the front of the trailer, left 3 foot over the back. So really, I didn't have to put oversized flags or nothing on it because I was not 4 foot over the back. But I did just to be safe. And they run me down just because I had the oversized banner on. They run me down for passing the scale. And it was an $1,150 ticket. Oh yeah. I know I didn't make that mistake again. No. But you live and learn. Yeah. As long as you learn from your mistakes, it's all good. But anywho, all right, folks. Yeah, I'll get back with y'all in a bit. I hear something that I ain't seen in no other state. Right here. 29 parking spaces available. Now that's the weigh station, and it's telling you there's 29 spaces available to park. Okay, there also the rest areas, they do the same thing. On the rest area signs here in Florida, they're posted on how many spaces are available to park. So like in Georgia and all these other states, you got to pull through there to see. But in Florida, it tells you. But anyhow, right up here's the Ag Shack. I'm sure I'm going to get red lighted. But, like I said, I'm bobtail, so I don't have to go in there. Y'all hear the red light here in a second, listen. Hear that? That fast-paced beat, that's the red light. Now, if it had been green, it would have been beep, beep. Been a real slow beat. But anywho, enough of that. We got to scale up here 3 miles past this, and then yeah, I'll get back with y'all there. Alright, here's the Florida scale. And now in Florida, the scale, the pre-pass means nothing for the scales in Florida now. They got the, like in Georgia, see up here on the side, it'll tell you truck okay to bypass or truck must enter. See, that one says truck bypass. What it is, they got scales out here on the highway. When you run across it, it reads your weight. And if you're close to 80,000, it's gonna bring you in. Or if you're like this truck going in right now, that's an empty trash trailer. It's empty. But when you're empty and you roll across those, it always brings you in too for some reason. I don't get it. I mean, I can be 79,500 pounds and it'll roll me right on through and let me go. But you go across there at 40,000 pounds, it's going to bring you in every time. Yep. Man, this fool here in front of me needs to go. Wait a minute, I'm still in Florida. I can use that left lane. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. But, yeah, I'll just stay here. Policeman just come out in that left lane. Alright, I'll get back with y'all. Look at that. What the hell? They transporting a space shuttle. Yeah, there's, I guess that's what that is. Damn, I wish I'd have gotten to that a little quicker so we could have seen it better. But yeah, there was 4 trucks running there together. One was a fuselage, and there's a couple more with wings and shit on it. I'm gonna have to go back and look. I think that was a shuttle, but I don't know. Might have just been a big ass airplane. I had to go watch Jimmy's World. He might have bought a plane, like, because Jimmy's World lives down here in Florida. If you know what I'm talking about, Jimmy's World. He's down in South Florida down there, and he's the one that bought the Elvis jet and turned it into an RV. So he buys big shit like that all the time and does shit with it. But anywho, all right, I'll get back with y'all. Riding that bicycle yesterday, man, I feel like I was thrown out of a 3-4 story house and landed directly on my ass. It don't feel good. I'm not a bicycle person, I reckon. I rode the shit out of them when I was a kid, but hell, I'm 52 years old now, and that little BMX bicycle seat didn't fit right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. But anywho, you know, I didn't even ride the bike that much neither. We pushed the bikes more than we rode the bikes. I took my 16-year-old son with me. He had his own bike and I had mine. And, well, it ain't mine, but it's one of the boys' bikes. Anyhow, we didn't even, I mean, it's about 2.5 miles one way. We didn't even get a half mile and he'd already hollered his legs hurt. I'm like, are you serious? So we pushed more than we rode, but anyhow, I know I got my ass handed to me yesterday. I realized how much I'm out of shape yesterday. Because that little 2.5 miles there, 2.5 miles back, that put a hurting on me. And like I said, most of it was walk or pushing a bike, not riding a bike. But anyhow, we got about 5 miles, folks. 5 miles to the state line. All right, folks. Right up here gonna be the state line. And there's another one in Florida sign that says thank you for visiting. Instead of like on the other side it says welcome to Florida. This one says thank you for visiting Florida. Yep. Say bye to Florida. Well, we ain't officially out of Florida yet. But, you know, it's right up here. Less than a half a mile. Well, it says hurry back to the free state. Well, they ain't shit free. What you talking about? Stayed here all my damn life. I ain't got nothing for free in Florida. Anywho. Right. There. Welcome to Georgia, folks. Yep. Right where we hit the boats. Now we're in Georgia. Yeah, I got enough to get up to the 100 to get me cigarettes where it's easier to get in and out of. So we're gonna go on up a little ways. I ain't stopping right away. Yep. All right, I'll get back with y'all. Yeah, for those of y'all that watched that short yesterday where I talked about my van catching on fire, and I said that the fire department said there was 3 of them this week, the same make and model. I don't know per se they was the same. There was 3 vans this week. I don't know if that's all he said. Whether they're the same make and model, I'm not 100% sure. But you know, that being said, if it was a manufacturer defect, I mean, it was a 2000 model vehicle, so it was already 25 years old, so it ain't like they fixing to replace it. But anywho, I wish it was that simple, but not with my luck. I didn't even have full coverage insurance, so yeah, it is what it is. But anywho, we're moving right along. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. That's very sweet, but I ain't them big old bull bars that people put on the front. I understand the purpose of it. And yes, it protects the front of your truck, but it takes away from the look of your truck. But everything else about that truck, yeah, it's very sweet. Anywho, I mean, he got that truck set up with all the lights and everything he's got on the front. Also, it looked like one of them old trucks out of Australia that they use on the road trains, you know, with the big bull bar on the front, a bunch of lights on it and everything, yeah. But, anywho. Alright, I'll get back with y'all. Alright, folks. Yep, we're 50 miles into Georgia. Yep, moving right along here, We done knocked a little bit of time off of the arrival time. It's now saying 4:20. So we done knocked a little bit of time off of there. But, again, that's going to change when we hit that Atlanta traffic. We can make good time through here, but once we get up close to Atlanta, we're gonna lose all the good time we made. But it is what it is. All right, I'll get back to Joe. There's a Coca-Cola plant. Yep, one of them. I think that's the main one where they actually make the Coca-Cola. The other plant I go to, they make like the fruit juices. That one's up in Chattanooga. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. You know, I guess that I just ordered like $65 worth of food from McDonald's to have delivered to the house. And then they show up and they're missing 2 10-piece chicken nuggets, large fry, and a large drink. Like, really? So I guess DoorDash is used to it. I called customer service. They said, okay, no problem. We'll replace the order and resend it. Okay. So now they redoing the order and resending it. But why? Why can they not get it right the first time? But anyhow, I digress. He tried to tell me we'll refund your money. I said, so my child's got to go without eating because y'all messed up? I don't want a refund. I want my son to eat. And that's when he said he'll redo the order. So whatever. Do what you got to do. But anyhow. All right, folks. I'll get back with y'all. All right, folks. We're about 20 miles. Yep, 20 miles from 475. Hold on. All right, folks. Yeah, like I was saying before I got called, we're 15 miles from 475 now. And yeah, we are 115 miles from Austell. Well, that didn't take long for DoorDash to bring that new order. They already delivered the food, yeah. So they're all right. That ain't too bad, I don't guess. But anywho, yeah, now we're 111 miles from Austell. Yeah, we're starting to get into the hills now. I'm empty, so yeah, it don't matter, but yeah, that's a cool view ahead. All right, folks. This is 475 coming up here, and 1 mile, well, 1.5 miles. Well, look like it may get some rain up here. It's getting cloudy, that's for sure. Once we get north off of 475 is when we're going to run into traffic. But hopefully, it being Friday, everybody's leaving Atlanta instead of going into Atlanta. Yeah, let's hope for that. Way my luck's been going, probably not. But it is what it is. Oh yeah, I need to get over one lane. Oh no, this lane will take me there too. Yep. Anywho. We're only 99 miles from being in Austell, folks. 99 miles. Well. Even with me stopping and ordering them food and then getting me something to eat, we only added, I went from 422 to 452. So, yeah, added 30 minutes. But it's all good. Yep, yep. Oh, anywho. Yeah, we just turned into the dark clouds. Look at that. Yeah. What a deal. All right, well, we on 475, folks. Yep. Now get back to y'all here in a bit. Oh, yeah, and I see looks like the south side of the road is wet. I see spray coming off the vehicles, but the north side of the road is dry. Oh, no, I see where, yeah, it's been rain here. Yep. I'm starting to see the precipitation on the highway now. Yes, sir. Alright, well, I'll get back to y'all in a little bit. Oh, yeah. I ain't got no severe thunderstorm warnings yet, but I've been seeing some lightning in it. It's looking nasty. Oh, boy. Anywho, it is what it is, folks. It is what it is, and the rain is starting. Yep. All right, I'll get back with y'all. Oh boy. Yep, already running into traffic, and I ain't even made it off of 475 yet. Yeah, well, it is what it is. It was expected, but just not this early. Well. Oh, well. Just got an ambulance here on the side, and the people will not let me over. So I'm just going to slow down a good bit. Alright. But yeah, they stopped up ahead. Yep. Alright, well, it is what it is. See how much time we lose. Right now it says we'll be there at 4:50, and we just run into traffic. So I'm gonna have to write that time down so I don't forget it. And by the time we get there, I want to look again to see what time we got there. So yeah, let me write that down. I mean, this is just for this one lane closure. We ain't got to the real bad traffic yet. So we'll see. Yep. And yep, there's the rain, folks. I'm still battling this cold a little bit. Well, but it's getting better. I think I need to get one of them donuts to put in the seat. Yeah, normally I got the comfortable seat, but right now, after that bicycle ride yesterday, it ain't so comfortable. Anyhow, I digress. They gonna play it. Oh, there's some big drops here. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll get back with y'all. We got the heavy rain and the heavy crosswinds. But we are moving. Even when you hit the brakes, well, I mean, we're moving at 50 miles an hour. Lord, it seems like every time I start talking, somebody tries to call. But anyhow, we're moving about 50 miles an hour, so yeah, it is what it is. But there is heavy crosswinds right now, so I'm in no big hurry. No. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna get worse before it gets better, so yeah, it is what it is. Moving right along. Yep. Here comes the bad shit. And it's the worst thing to drive in right here, these wet roads when you're bobtailing, because you hit the brakes the wrong way, you're going to spin around real quick. So that's why I'm leaving extra space between me and the vehicle in front of me right now, so I don't have to hurry up and, I got that extra wiggle room. So if they stop, I got plenty of time to stop. I don't have to hurry up and stop. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. Well, I found the traffic, folks. Yeah. Now this is your typical Atlanta traffic. Yeah. And it's probably going to be this way all the way into the yard, the last 48 miles. Oh, boy. Oh, well, what can you do? Yeah, we're at a complete stop now. And as you can see, traffic as far as you can see. Yeah. Look at them clouds over there. Yeah. I mean, we got some bad clouds in front of us, but them ones over there look worse. Uh-huh. Well, my hoping earlier that everybody was leaving Atlanta and not going into Atlanta today. Yeah, there's a lot of people leaving Atlanta, but there's also a lot of people going in. So, yeah. That wish didn't work out for me too well. But, it is what it is. Yep. We're moving right along. My arrival time, remember earlier I was talking about 4:50 was the arrival time. Well, now it's already up to 5:20. So I've already lost 30 minutes. And yeah, I'm still 40 miles away. And it's going to be just like this, more than likely the whole 40 miles. But, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Oh, boy. Yeah. All right, folks. Well, I'll get back with y'all. I guess I'm gonna sit back and relax for a little bit, because it's gonna be a while. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Yep. I ain't be able to scale this load. This shit's 45,000 pounds. 44,700. I'm not gonna be able to scale this. I don't know. Guess I might have to figure something out. I'm gonna go to the racetrack up here. I guess I'm gonna have to scale it at the racetrack, because if it's too damn heavy, I'm just gonna have to bring it back. They're gonna have to take some of that shit off. Yep. Alright, I'll get back with y'all. Well, hell, they replaced the scale here. We got us a cat scale here now. It didn't used to be a cat scale. So, yeah, it's my... that's why I normally don't come here, because of the old scale they used to have here. But now we got a cat scale, so let's see. I'll get back with y'all. Alright, folks. Well, I scaled it, and I am 34,400 on the drive now. I had to move it a little bit, but I got 34,400 on the drive, and I got 33,800 on the trailer. So I'm 400 over on the drive, and I'm 20 over gross. Gross is 80,000 pounds, and I'm 80,020 pounds. So I said to hell with it. It's the weekend. The boss man said they ain't gonna mess with you with 400 or 500 over. So roll with it. So I'm rolling with it. And we'll see what happens. Yep. But anywho, now we're 770 miles from Dallas. So I'm going to run probably over here to the other side of Talladega. You know, I'm going to get into Alabama and get to where I'm about 600 miles, 650. It'll probably more. It'll probably be about 700. I'll probably still have 700 to do tomorrow, but that's okay. As long as I can deliver this tomorrow and go to Waco and pick up a load, and then yeah, and I'll head back across. Yep. Anywho, let's go. And I'm hoping that this Georgia scale's closed, being it's 7 o'clock in the afternoon. I think it is closed, and the Alabama scale. That's what I'm hoping for, but we'll see. Because after that, I ain't worried about it, because it'll be the weekend. I ain't worried about nothing else during the weekend. But anyhow, we'll see. Well, this is unusual. Way the hell out here in Temple, Georgia, and being backed up like this is, yeah, that's not normal. There must be something going on up here, an accident or something. Yeah, we're 30 miles out of Atlanta at this point. And a little more than 30. About 35, 40. So yeah, traffic shouldn't be this bad. But it is what it is. Yep. Alright, well, I'll get back with Joe. Yeah, there's something going. I see some flashing lights up here in the left lane. Yeah. About halfway past the scale. Appears the scale's closed, but everybody's going past it. So we caught a lucky break on the Georgia scale. But we got some flashing lights up here halfway past it. Yep. So we'll see. Oh, the wind is getting brutal right now. It's blowing me around like crazy. Yeah, y'all probably can't see the trees blowing around, but yeah, this wind is getting brutal. And yeah, there ain't a cloud in the sky right now. It's windy as hell. Well, here's the flashing lights I seen. It says right lane closed ahead, but he's moving, so I don't know what that means. The lane must not be closed no more. That's what that means. He's waiting. He's going up here to turn around somewhere. There is a lane closed up here. It's the left lane closed. People need to get their signs right. Well, they damn sure ain't got it right. But, yep, it is what it is. Well, Georgia says, hell with cutting the grass. They spraying weed killer in there, look like. Yeah, they spray in the grass, so I'm assuming that's what they spray in, some weed killer. I don't know. Yeah. Ooh, boy. Tired, folks. I'm tired. Oh. And I've only done, what, 350 miles, 400 miles a day. But, yeah. It is 7 o'clock in the afternoon. Yep. But yeah, see, that's what they're doing. They're spraying it with something. Anywho, alright, I'll get back with y'all up here at the state line. We're 10 miles from the state line. Alright, folks, we're 1 mile from the state line. That's right, 1 mile. Right here, folks, you're going to see it right there. Welcome to Alabama, folks. Yep, we're in Alabama, yeah. And now we in the dragonfly zone in reverse again. Yep, doing the dragonfly in reverse again. That's cool. Alright. And yeah, we are 77 miles from 459. So that'll make us about 100 miles from McCalla. I might go on to McCalla, yeah, and just stay there for the night, get my fuel in the morning, and roll on. So we got about an hour and a half, folks, and we'll be done for today. Yep. It's 20 after 7. So it'll be close to 9 o'clock. If I go that far, I really don't know that I'm going to go that far. But we'll see. I mean, as of right now, that's my goal. But I doubt I'll go that far. But we'll see. We are 4 miles from Alabama scale. Well, they appear to be hoping. Yeah, we got past that one, folks. So, alright. Let's keep on rolling. Alright, right now, folks, we are 11 hours from Dallas, so I can officially stop any given time and make Dallas tomorrow. So yeah, it ain't gonna be long, and I'm gonna be stopping, because the longer I run tonight, the later it's gonna be before I can start tomorrow. So it'll be later tomorrow that I'll get there. So right now, if I stop right now, it's 7:30. It'll be 5:30 before I can leave. So I'm gonna run, I don't know, probably up to Lincoln at least another 30-40 miles before I shut her down. So yeah, we'll see. All right, I just looked it up. It's about 30 miles up here to the truck stop. Yeah. So, yeah, it's probably where I'm going to stop at. That leaves 700 miles exactly for tomorrow. Well, 695. May as well be 700. By the time I stop and fuel and shower, well, yeah, fuel and shower and everything, it'd probably be 700 miles. But that's okay, because it'll be there tomorrow. And that was the goal. The boss man wanted this load. He said it's already late. He needs it there tomorrow, so it'll get there tomorrow. Might be tomorrow afternoon, but it'll be there tomorrow. Yep. Anywho, it is what it is. Y'all know how I am. You've been following me for a while. Y'all know I don't do late nights. I don't run. I'll start early in the morning, 2, 3, 4 in the morning. But I don't do late nights. In fact, normally by this time of night, I'm asleep. But, you know, I just left Florida. So, I'll get back on my schedule before it's all said and done. Yeah. But anywho, all I can do is keep on keeping on. Yep. All right. Well, I'll get back with y'all. There's something I ain't ever noticed before coming another direction. That big ass flag that Camping World RV's got flying right there. Yeah. There's Talladega, folks. Yeah. All right. There's the flagpoles. Yep. And we got about 5 miles before we stop it. Alright, folks, right here comes our exit where I'm stopping for the night. It's 8 o'clock. So, yeah, I won't even be able to start until 6 in the morning, but that's okay. I'm stopping hard. And it's 10.5 hours from here to Dallas. So, yeah, that is what it is. Watch my luck though, this late in the afternoon, there probably won't be no parking in the damn truck stop. That's just the way my luck goes. But I don't think I've ever stayed at this truck stop. Oh yes, I have. Yeah, never mind. Yep. Oh yeah, there's a couple spots back there. Oh, reserved. Well, they some not reserved to me. All right. Building the Speedway fuel stop right across the street. Yep. I'm gonna run in here and get a drink, then we're gonna pull up there on the hill and park. I'll be back with y'all in a minute. All right, let's pull up here and get parked, folks. Yep. Oh, look at the Peterbilt. Yes, sir. There's a couple down here. These are reserved, but there's a couple I thought down here that was not reserved. Yep, right here. And we're done. Alright folks, that's going to be the end of this video. If you made it this far, thanks for watching TTVE, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.